Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Godden. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
This is fielded at the goal line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They're going to look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 8 and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Alabama, 380.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
20. 20.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So the Patriots coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go. Right.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready? Wait, 20!
Back to throw here. Powering his way forward. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And now it's third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Out of the gun now on third down. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter down. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a great return as he takes us out just shy of the 45. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
All right, here we go. 319.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. 2
incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6, and the Colts add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Spinning away.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
20.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
29, Alpha.
He'll look to throw. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hey, 66.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now 13-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And the Colts getting ready to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3-19. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They'll drop to throw. The 20. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Now it's Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they'll go on the ground. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, rookie defender won the battle.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case, they tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Looking to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll run it here. Down to the 25. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll go on the ground. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the move to his left. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots are back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams. as we get set for the fourth quarter. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now he's forced out right. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things. And
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. Third and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. Green.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Colts on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here. That doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go with the ground attack here. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Easy.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.